Hi everybody, so I'm in Stuttgart and this is the Schlossplatz. Beautiful day today. Have a look at the weather up here, and I'm going to do a walkthrough on the main shopping street and have a look at all the different shops that there are. I just bought a pair of sunglasses from TK Maxx here, and so I'm going to see if I can go, should be able to go all the way up here to the end and then walk back all along. I've spent 3 days now. This is my third day in Stuttgart and saw quite a few things. Went to the Mercedes Museum, did the Stuttgart TV tower, was 150 meters high. And the last day the weather's turned out to be really good. First 2 days it was overcast and rainy, and it was actually really cold. Yesterday I bought a big thick winter coat and I was having to wear that because it was so cold. First 2 days, which is a bit annoying because it's really heavy, you know, to walk around in that all day. But today, beautiful weather. I'm down to just a kind of light shirt and a light jacket. It looks like there's going to be some music here later for Easter. And this is my last day, so back to the UK, unfortunately, tomorrow. This has been a short break. Got if anybody's interested in the price, I paid £250, 3 nights at the Hampton by Hilton. Hotel was really good. I've stayed in them before. It's my third time I've stayed in Hampton by Hilton. They're all the same. The level of quality, I think it's 4-star. I stayed in York and Nuremberg and they were fine. Breakfast was good there as well. Check out my other channel. I got another channel where I post most of my videos, Cyber Apocalypse. If you want to see more videos on Stuttgart, so check that out. And so it was a nice place to stay, no complaints with it. It was cold outside at night, but I didn't have any problems. Hotel was nice and warm inside. So like I was saying, I paid £250 for 3 nights, and that was with breakfast included, which was pretty good. I always try and get, when I do these short breaks, I always try and pick a hotel that does breakfast, just because it's a lot easier, you know, rather than trying to find somewhere to eat, and it's also a lot cheaper as well. It saves you a lot of money than running around spending like 20-30 quid on breakfast. And I went from Heathrow, which is another good thing because it saves me money, so I don't have to waste 35 quid going out to Stansted or Luton, which is annoying anyway, because then it takes me 2 hours just to get to the airport. Yeah, so all in all, I'm happy with the holiday I've done here. We booked it through Love Holidays, and I only booked it about a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, and then I checked the prices of the holiday afterwards, gone up to almost £500 because of obviously what's happening in the world. Petrol prices are going up, So that's really increased the price of holidays. So I managed to get in, and then, you know, 3 days later it had gone up. Probably went up the day after, but I didn't bother to check it. So you can see how busy this place is here. Got all the shops or a lot of the shops that you get in the UK. You got Zara, Vodafone. You know, if you travel around Europe, you're going to see shops like this all over Europe, France, Germany, Spain. But there are different ones here. So I'm guessing this is like the main street, right? I'm guessing I've walked up here a couple of times, so it must be about maybe a kilometer long, maybe a little bit longer, maybe even closer to a mile. And I've been really happy with shopping in Germany. I always find German shopping really, really good. They always have a good selection, lots of department stores, and good choice. And you also get shops here that you don't get in the UK, obviously, that are, you know, just for that haven't come out of Germany. And we're reaching the top of the main shopping street. This is nice as well because it's pedestrianised, so you don't have to worry about cars or anything. And look how busy it is. Apparently they're going to do that with Oxford Street, which I think would be an improvement, really, rather than having buses and cars go down it. It'd give people a lot more space to walk. And temperatures come up today as well. It was almost 0 degrees last night, and BBC was saying on the Wednesday, it was going to be snowing in the evenings. Like not heavy snow, but just like a bit of sleet. But today has been really good. Even though the temperature was really cold last night, you know, it almost got down to 0. I think it was like 1 degree it was supposed to be. I got back home pretty late last night. I did, last 2 days, I've walked 25,000 steps on each day. So I've done over 50,000 steps on this holiday. And that's also taking some trains as well. So I went to the Mercedes Museum yesterday. That was really, really good. If anybody's interested in that, it's 16 euros. But if you go after 4:30, I think it's 4:30. I think it's I don't think it's 5, I think it's 4:30, but you might want to just check that on their website. But if you go after 4:30, then it's only 8 euros, so it's half price, reduced from 16 down to 8. Okay, I'm not going to go all the way up there because it looks like kind of it's just smaller shops and stuff. But they've still got a lot of the shops here that have disappeared from the UK. You've got C&A there, you can see that. And this is you can see you've got a U-Bahn and S-Bahn here into this train station. Is this a queue for the Lego store? Is it? wonder what they're queuing for. A lot of the shops you get here are the same as you get in the UK. JD Sports, Five Guys, hamburgers. And I really could have done with an extra couple of days here. Would have been good if I had had like five nights rather than 3. Whenever I do these types of holidays, I'm always kind of a bit pushed for time. So I'm rushing around trying to fit everything in. There was a couple of little kind of cities outside of Stuttgart that I wanted to visit, but I just didn't have time. They were like an hour outside by train. By the time you spend like 2-3 hours there having a look around, it's like the whole day is gone, and just didn't have enough time to get to see everything I wanted to see here. But might come back. There's a few, definitely a few German cities I would go back to. I enjoyed Munich, really liked Berlin. Been to Dusseldorf, I wouldn't go back to that place. It was nice, but just I didn't enjoy it as much as I have enjoyed other German cities. Decathlon. And the thing, the really nice thing is they put all these seats in on their pedestrianised area. So when they pedestrianise Oxford Street, I hope they do the same thing. Yeah, it gives people a place to sit down, and if you go there for the whole day or something, you want to sit down and just have a bit of a rest. And for lunch today, I'm going to try and get a nice German sandwich and cake. First night I went out for dinner, cost me 60 euros, and I went for like a traditional like German meal in a kind of like, I call it like a Wetherspoons pub, but it was like kind of like a bit of a German beer hall, but it was more on the budget side. So you could get meals from like 15 euros up to like 22 euros. So I went for the roast pork knuckle. Couldn't eat it all. And went out with, there was 2 of us, including the tip, which I tipped quite big. Tipped the guy 7 euros. And that costs exactly 60. And then last night I was like tired from doing all the walking, and I couldn't be bothered looking around and trying to find a restaurant to go out for dinner to, because sometimes it's hard, when you get into a big city and you're looking around, and then you're using Google and TripAdvisor to try and find like which restaurant is good and which restaurant is bad, and you spend like, you can spend an hour just trying to find a place to go for dinner, because you just don't know what place is good. So last night went into this food court right next to the hotel, right next to the Hampton by Hilton. There's a big shopping centre called the Manial. Probably not pronouncing that correct. And went in went in there and I bought just like it was they had a food court there, so I just went to the food court and I actually got Indian food last night. I know it's probably strange, isn't it, getting Indian food in Germany, coming from the UK, but you know, I didn't want hamburgers, and they weren't doing any type of traditional, they were doing some, no, they weren't doing any type of traditional German food. There was like just a food court, international food court, so I decided just to, the Indian food looked quite good, yeah, and it was as well, so just had that for dinner. Big park down there, behind there, all these kind of, not sure if they're government buildings or something. Looks like got some rock music here. Got all the mixing boards and everything set up. Got bass, drums, keyboards, synthesizer. And there's a shopping centre there. Little shopping, kind of shopping mall with places to get food, and they got other shops as well. And you can see right at the end the clock tower down there. Going to do a photo of this park here. And look at all this cafe space here. So these are obviously cafes here. You can get some food or drink. This is kind of the Schlossplatz is like the main U-Bahn train station. And that goes, it's one stop to I think it's one stop here. It's one stop that goes to the Hampton by Hilton. And train prices are pretty good here. I bought an all-day travel card yesterday when I went out to the Mercedes Museum, and I went to this place, little town, Lunzenburg. They had a big castle, kind of castle out there. So I went to there yesterday. Tickets were like €9 for the whole day. But to be honest, it's like they don't have any barriers on their undergrounds or, you know, overland. So I don't even know if half the people here even pay for it, or whether whether it's free or something for locals or something. I'm not sure. Well, I see just a lot of people, like nobody buying tickets. Like the ticket machines are just kind of not busy at all. People are just walking in, so maybe they have like a yearly card or monthly or something. I paid for my tickets. You got Muller here, which is a big kind of a department store, but sells lots of different things like cosmetics and that. And there's TK Maxx. I just bought glasses in there. And if you guys don't know, there's a shop up here called Peking Kloppenburg. So they sell, it's a clothing shop really, I think, accessories. But they instead of breaking stuff down by, they do it in a weird way. How do they do it now? it's broken down. It's broken down by I think the type of clothing, not the brand. I have been in there before. A friend of mine really likes it. She always goes in there. So I think like what they do is they put, like, if it's summer wear, they just mix the brands up or something. So instead of like in the UK, you know, if you're buying a certain brand, it'll all be on a certain rack. I think here they just put the whole lot out, so you just sort through it. More like TK Maxx, really. You know, when you go into TK Maxx, you just, you know, once you start looking through clothes, it's all just all different brands on the same rack. I think that's the way they do it there. So they got 2 Vodafone shops on this street. There's another one right up. We passed about 5 minutes walk. And one of the things I love doing when I come to Germany is you always got a touch of hay fever today. You always have these really nice bakeries where you can get like a really nice sandwich or something. And last night when I went for dinner at I got dinner at the shopping mall, there was a bakery there and it was selling cakes and everything. And I think it was discounted because the cakes were like 4 or 5 euros each, so I was thinking it was going to be about, you know, some of them were a bit higher. I think it's going to be about 11-12 euros. I bought 2 cakes. It turned out to be 6. So I think they were packing up and cleaning away. So I think what happened is they gave me a discount on the cakes because obviously they couldn't keep them. They'd have to throw them away. So I think, you know, it was just like maybe they sold them for half price. Okay, so we're getting to we've done the entire street here, and now it's taken 22 minutes to walk all the way up and back, so that's not too long. So I'm right, I usually walk about a mile every 15 minutes, so that's what it's taken me, probably about a mile to walk up there. And this here is the train station, like the Hofbahnhof. It's right there. And you can go under here, or I usually go across the top and there's a walkway. Yeah, so if you walk across here and turn right, you see there's a kind of like underpass there, or kind of like bridge that goes around, and then that takes you walk there for about a minute, 2 minutes, and that takes you to the main train station, and then you get the trains to anywhere. So pretty convenient, the whole Stuttgart thing. I'm gonna walk back now because I've got to meet a friend and then get some lunch and then go back to my hotel and then sit down and have a cup of coffee. But yeah, I've been meaning to come to Stuttgart for a long time. I could never seem to get a good deal here. The prices always seem to be a little bit high. So I was really lucky to get this especially with oil prices going up like crazy. I'm not sure if I'll get time, but if I do get time, if I can get back to my hotel, have a little rest for half an hour, have a cup of coffee, I might see if I can go to the Porsche Museum as well. I think the Porsche Museum is about the same price, 15-16 euros or something. I looked it up. They got a good website if you want to go. The only problem with that is they didn't offer discounts, the Porsche Museum, I think, if you come like in the afternoon. And I don't have that much time. But it's already, what's the time? 3 o'clock already, 10 past 3. So by the time I get some food and get back to my hotel, it's already going to be 4 o'clock. And then I'd have to rush out and try and get back to the Porsche Museum, and that would only really give me about an hour to see it. But I'm not sure if I will ever come back to Stuttgart again, so it might be worth me trying to rush around and do as much as I possibly can on my last day. It's a shame they don't have a late night till 8 o'clock or something, because that would be good. So this is the main shopping street here. You probably notice, if you're from the UK, a lot of the same shops as we got there. But they do have different things. And it's definitely worth a visit. You know, you get a different vibe in Germany. And there's always something to, every city I go to in Europe or around the world, there's always something that I find interesting. I counted the countries I've been to about 6 months ago, and I think I've visited almost, I think it was almost 80 countries now, which is a lot. I've done whole of South America, minus a couple small ones that were supposedly really hard to get into. The guidebook said they were too dangerous to go to. Yeah, I've done loads of countries in Asia. All of North America. Almost all of Europe. A few countries in the South Pacific. Still a few more places I need to visit in Europe. I haven't done Iceland yet. And there's a couple of Eastern European countries I haven't visited. But slowly getting there. Anyway, I'm going to close this video out now. So I'm going to take a seat and see if I can find some place to get some food. And just want to thank you guys if you made it right through, been almost 30 minutes. It would really help the channel if you would like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed this video and everything. And to all the people who have subscribed to my channel, thanks very much. I know I haven't been doing much posting many bike videos recently, but I'm going to be posting some more bike videos soon. I just haven't had a chance to do it. I've been so busy with work and everything, but I've been meaning to do a maintenance video on my bike just to show you what's happening. And I have started riding again, so I'm riding to work as usual, and I've done 4,000 miles on my bike now since I've had it. Last, has it been 2 years? Well, yeah, I've had my bike for 2 years. I'm doing over 2,000 miles, and it saved me must have saved me saved me over 200 pounds a month now. So it saved me close to almost 3,500 pounds, maybe a little bit more. So I'm really happy with that, and bike's still going great, no problems with it at all. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this shopping video on Stuttgart Main Street. If you come here, it's definitely, if you're into shopping, if you're not into shopping, it's not really much point, but if you like to have a look around and want to buy some stuff, it's definitely worth it. And thanks very much for watching my channel, watching my video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I will be posting a few more on Stuttgart as well, so be sure to check those out. Cheers.